Hi, ladies. I just wanted to make a little video that really focuses on journaling today because it's something that I've done for quite a number of years now, actually, in my general day to day, and the benefits have been huge for my mental, physical, and emotional well being. And especially through processing my grief from birth trauma with my little girl, and then through my miscarriage, my second pregnancy and baby loss. So I wanted to talk about it today. This is my current journal. It doesn't have to be anything fancy, or it can actually be something that you go out and really buy specifically and mindfully, something that you love the texture of, something that's got a lovely design on, maybe. I don't know if you can see my mandala. Mine says, quiet the mind and the soul will speak. Whatever container you want to buy for your thoughts. And that's what this is really. Journaling is an opportunity to have a safe, non-judgmental space to get your thoughts out. So if you don't have one, get on the internet or pop out and get yourself a lovely journal, one that you feel that makes you smile. And when you come to it, it feels like a nice ritual, actually. I do it daily. That might be something that feels like too much to begin with, but I journal every morning. A lot of people do it at night. I like to make time for myself in the morning whilst my little girl's still sleeping, hopefully. All right, so let me share some of the benefits, and hopefully you have a journal for this or a piece of paper, because I've got some questions to offer up that might become your daily practice to begin with, that might be helpful for you. So let me tell you a little bit more, ladies. I've got some notes here. So the benefits of journaling, like I said, it's a safe, non-judgmental space to explore your thoughts and your feelings. It helps to actually reduce that stress response that we have when we are processing our grief and we've been through something traumatic. So it helps us to reduce our heart rate and also our blood pressure too. So when we have that spike in stress response, in cortisol, stress hormone, in our adrenaline too, when our sympathetic nervous system is switches flicked on, when we remember a really sad event and we remember our experience, this floods our body. So journaling is one of the big tools, and I know that on the platform we talk a lot about breath work, meditation and movement to help with this too, and talking to loved ones, to friends, to a professional. And journaling can be a part of your healing process too. So it really helps, actually. There's those physical and physiological benefits to writing, because it is this safe, non-judgmental space. Hopefully there's that opportunity for you to just write what you're feeling, what you're thinking, what thoughts are present, and to get them out, to acknowledge them, to feel seen, heard, and validated with your thoughts. And that in itself helps to reduce what self-silencing can be. And when we keep our thoughts to ourselves, when we feel like they're not valid, when we don't acknowledge them, that becomes more traumatic. So journaling, so many benefits. It can help us to remember our babies. It can help us to feel connected to them and ourselves too. When we experience trauma, we can feel disconnected from ourselves and from others. Really, the aim whilst we're processing our trauma is to reconnect. It is to feel, even though I know that is really scary. Sorry, my nose is really this morning. It calms the fear center in the brain, which is on overdrive following a traumatic experience, following loss, whilst we are grieving. And actually, when we are moving throughout our days following loss, baby loss, there's triggers everywhere. Pregnant ladies, there's ladies with babies, there's things online, there's all the hopes and dreams that we had for our children. There's reminders of those playing out for everybody else, and they're really deep triggers for us that we're not going to get to experience that with our children now. So as well as this happening, this fear center being stimulated at the time of our trauma, it is constantly being reactivated throughout the day. We want to slowly reintegrate with society, reconnect, socialize, and be able to manage these triggers. Journaling can be great for this too, ladies. It can help us to clarify our thoughts, identify patterns of thoughts that we've got, and it can help you to tell your story too. If finding the language for it to tell someone else and actually fear of judgment from someone else is too much, telling almost yourself and writing your story can be really, really, really therapeutic. Once we do that, and we can, in that moment, create space maybe to feel and think about something else. I'm not saying that you'll journal once and then sorted, you've processed your grief, not at all. In that moment, you might have created a little bit of space for some respite in your mind, in your body. And that can feel really, really welcomed. It can reduce or help to reduce any avoidance that we might have, not wanting to think and feel, because we have to do that to process our grief. You can record your journey, actually, and that might feel nice to look back on how far you've come as you've processed and moving through your grief. That's everything I had down. A lot of benefits. And if it's something that you've not tried before, please just give it a go. What have we got to lose in not trying, or in trying even? All right, so now I want to offer up a few journal points that can become your daily go-to. So the first thing is to just let your pen flow, to light a candle, to, if you can, go into a space that there's just you, and it's a space where you've got some tissues and you can cry if you want to, if that sadness arises, or if you're angry, you can just feel angry and just write, and you're not holding back. So light a candle, get your journal, and just free flow. So a lot of people say to write 3 pages a day. You might think, that's quite a lot, but you might find that you just flow. If you don't want to sit and write, you can type on a computer, but there is something really, again, therapeutic about pen and paper. And yeah, put it in a safe space. No one will read it, so you can burn it. That can be a lovely ritual too. But just free flow. Put some maybe lovely, soft, relaxing music on, or just sit in silence. Sit outside in nature, listen to a bird song, whatever it might be. It might be raining. I like the sound of the rain too. So that would be my first go-to with journaling, to just get your feelings out and spend at least 5 minutes on this. You might find that you're there for a lot longer if you've got the time. Then I would ask you, second question really, is where do I feel my grief today? To really ask yourself that, okay, where do I feel it? Where is it showing up in my body? What does it feel like today? Have you got any aches and pains? Have you got a shortness and tightness of breath? Are you getting headaches? Is your jaw hurting? Do you feel really heavy in your heart? Have you got hip pain? Whatever it is, I want you to close your eyes, take a deep breath in, and all the way out. And just see if you can feel into your body, because we definitely disconnect when we're experiencing trauma and grief, and our aim is to reconnect. Third thing would be, what can I do to support myself today? So what one thing can I do to support myself today? So there's 4 stages to this journaling. The first one is free flow. Second one is, where do I feel my grief in my body today? Third one, sorry to start this swearing at you. Third one, let me go like this. Third one is, what one thing can I do to support myself today? And that might be this video. Well done for being here. It might be a shower. It might be brushing your hair. It might be getting into a different outfit, getting out of your slacks, It might be staying in your slacks. That might be what you need to do. You might need to rest more. It might be drinking more water today. Whatever it is, what one thing can you do for yourself today? And then the fourth thing, it's not offensive, fourth thing is 5 things that you're grateful for. Now, I know that gratitude might feel like a leap away. What things are you glad that you have in your life at the moment? Because we can experience our grief, the depth of it, and we can feel grateful too. We can look around the room and we can think about the fact that hopefully we're sat here warm. We've got heating and lighting. We've got the internet to watch this. That we're sat here breathing. That there's birds outside, that there's daylight. Our loved ones, our family and friends, our own health. We are sat here now doing this. We're alive. We are here. Whatever it might be that you can really, and fake it until you make it, but feel happy that you have in your life, that there's that sense of gratitude for. So those are my 4 things. Those are my 4 go-tos within my day. And sometimes I'll sit there for 5 minutes and I'm done. I'll sit staring at the pages blankly. Other days, I'm there for half an hour. Hopefully it's really therapeutic, ladies. I would love to know if finding a journaling practice does help you to process and move through your grief. If you liked this, then I do have a guided meditation with some breath work and journaling session. It's half an hour. I'll link it to this. That could be a part of your morning. That one's definitely a morning routine to try to help support you. Sending you so much love. Mwah. See you soon.